And
I don't bark.
that's all right if it
I
does.
don't sneeze. I'm getting over a cold, Jared.
Nice. Okay. All right. We are live on Facebook. So super excited tonight. We've got Bre'Anna and Marie on here tonight talking about their journey with taking control of their health, resetting their metabolism, losing weight, all that fun stuff. So we're going to jump in. Bre'Anna and Marie are our mom and daughter combo. So we're going to hear from both of them together. Bre'Anna started the program first, and then Marie joined in later. So we're going to hear from their experience. So let's jump right in. Glad to have you guys here. So tell us a little bit about kind of where you guys were at, like what, and you can maybe go back and forth, that works. What was kind of your experience before maybe joining the program and kind of where you were at?
Okay, so I figured I'll start from the beginning. I started in May, and I've been doing the program since May, and I've lost 57 pounds, and I've kept it off, which is great, and I feel amazing. So I've been watching Jared for a while in May, before May, and so I was like, this is something that I want to try. I've been really sick for a long time. Even in high school, I was sick. I had several like health conditions. So I had, heart condition. So I had some surgeries. I had ear infections as a child. So I was getting a lot of antibiotics. And because of that, I think it really screwed up my gut biome. And so I was looking for a way to feel better, because I've been to doctors, several kinds of doctors, and they say, you need to take this medicine, you'll feel better. And after years and years, I was like, I'm tired of being sick. There's got to be a better way. And I was experimenting with diet, but then, I learned about Jared and what he was doing. And I was like, this, I want to try this. Seems like a very healthy lifestyle, and I want to give it a try. And I'm glad I did. So I used to have really severe IBS, constantly sick, and now I don't have any of those issues anymore. So I feel great. I have the energy that I've never experienced before. So I have lots of energy, and I just feel great. I don't know how to express it, I think. And what's amazing about this diet is I really feel that anyone can do it, and that it's not really a diet, it's a lifestyle, obviously. And I feel that like we as a society need to learn how to eat this way, because I feel like we're just taught to like go to the store and buy whatever's on the shelves, or, convenience. And I think it's really messing up our metabolism. It's messing up our gut. And then we're having all these health issues that don't necessarily need to be there just because of what we're eating. I think we could eliminate a lot of those health issues by just eating properly. So that's sort of my story. And then people were watching me. So I've had a cousin, my mom, some coworkers noticed the success. And I said, I feel great. You should try it. And so my mom joined, and she also feels great as well.
Cool. Yep. Awesome. So exciting. All right, Marie, tell us your story.
So I'm an Atkins girl, low carb girl all my life, well, for forever, and was thinking I need to get some extra poundage off. Also, I have joint pain, had a lot of inflammation and lower back pain. And so anyway, I was going to go back onto Atkins, and I had went to go get my yearly physical, and the doctor said, please don't do Atkins, because I kind of went to the extreme on it. And she just said it's healthy if you do it in moderation, but it is not the best thing. She basically said, God put fruits on the earth so you could eat and enjoy. And I
used to get on her all the time about not eating fruit.
I felt like they were the no. And so anyway, and I'd watched Bre'Anna. I kind of got Bre'Anna to start watching Jared, because I seen him on Facebook, and I kept on going, Bree, you need to watch Jared. So then she started watching, and then I was watching her, and how the weight was just falling off of her. and how she felt healthy, more than just the weight going up. Because being the mom, I knew about all her health issues, and to all of a sudden have her feel better, and her attitude and just everything just like totally turned. And I'm like, I want that for myself. Not only just the weight loss, but like I said, my joints. I suffered also with ABS. IBS. And so anyway, I started, and like she said, it's not a diet, it's a way of life, and it's amazing. And I'm down 38 pounds, and I hit my 38 pounds in 3 months. And that was the other thing that was just amazing to me, is how fast the weight came off. You know, with Atkins, it would have taken me probably 6 months to a year to get to where I'm at. And so
it works.
All I can say, it works. And like Bre'Anna said, it's not for any certain person, it's for everybody. And in society, we really do need to change the way we eat. And you are what you eat.
You are what you eat, exactly.
Yeah, really. I mean, everything, our moods, our skin, our gut, our health, our energy levels, like it comes primarily from what we eat. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, you guys, it's fantastic results. Like, it's been so fun to be part of the journey, which I'm grateful to have been part of it with you guys so far. So now Bre'Anna's kind of just finished it up more recently, and Marie was like a month ago, 2 months ago?
Probably about 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
And I actually even went on a cruise after I got off, and I'm on lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that was amazing, because I did gluten-free, because you had suggested that. And so they had pizza, and they brought my own bread out to me to the dinner. And I literally did not gain a pound. I actually lost. Like you said, you go on vacation, but I didn't want to lose anymore. That's the hard part, because I kind of actually have dropped lower than I had anticipated, even dreamed.
Yeah.
But I'm basically at high school weight. We had talked about that with another person that you coached, and I'm like, how did they get to that? And I'm there, and it's like just mind-boggling that you can be 56, almost 57-year-old, and you can be where you're at high school weight and feel great and not have loss of energy or anything.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. But yeah.
Cool. Now, okay, so let's talk a little bit more about it. You guys have, like, you're both really busy. You work, you've traveled, you've done all this stuff. So let's talk about, like, what you've done or what's helped you. And it could be tactical things like planning. It could be like mental things. Like, what's helped you, like, see this kind of success? And through this process, as you guys have been so busy.
So when I first started, so my mom wasn't on the plan. So I just really mentally, like, the night before, prepared my meals for lunchtime, because I was like, I need to make sure I have a prepared meal, because my work food is not going to be healthy. So that was my key for the beginning. And then when my mom did it, she's a great cook, and she's been making these amazing soups. So she makes like this beef and vegetable soup, and then she makes like chicken and squash soup and vegetables. And so convenient to take to work, but you're getting your vegetables and your meat and all in one thing, and it's convenient to eat. So that's sort of been like a lifesaver for me and her, since I work for the hotel industry and she owns her own business as a house cleaner. So sometimes you only get 15 minutes to eat, and so you eat quick, and it's just been really, really big help is to just definitely prepare your meals in advance for lunch. And dinner in a way. I mean, getting home though, it's been a little struggle, because we get home and we're hungry and we're tired. So we need to make plans for what to do with that. But I mean, even though sometimes we don't have our meals prepared at dinner time, we think about where can we eat out that would be approved.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And use a lot of Instapot and crock pots, so you can plan ahead. But that, I would say that's the key thing, is to kind of make sure you've got lots of fruits and vegetables on hand, because if you don't, you're going to be hungry, and then next thing you know, you're going to be driving through Wendy's or wherever you shouldn't be going because you're going to be hungry and you're tired.
Yeah.
Prepare. Definitely prepare.
And it sounds like the main things, like you guys, it doesn't sound like you guys were preparing like a whole week's worth of meals.
No.
It was more like, make sure you have the stuff in your house, and then maybe prepare the lunch before and kind of maybe plan dinner like mentally or something, or where you can go.
But like the soup, I do a pot every week.
Yeah.
And it pretty much can take us through most of the week. About
most
5
of the
days.
week we can have soup. So
yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
and that, so, and we don't eat it every day, but it's just, you can freeze it too.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
Well, and it's good because like dinner, sometimes we make more food at dinner time.
Extra.
So that's what, like the extra. So I would usually take the dinner with me to lunch. But if I didn't have that option, I always had that soup to fall back on. So it was like just
so we can
double
mix it up.
Yeah.
I think those are such great ideas, because especially, I mean, I tend to work a lot with people who are kind of like you guys, just crazy busy, and they work lots of hours, or they're just like on the go all the time. So sometimes even preparing for the whole week, like on a Sunday or Saturday, isn't really like feasible. But having the food, I love that you guys said make more at dinner. That's like a really easy thing that everybody can do, like double your recipe or whatever you're making, and then have something to fall back on, like that soup. Those are so like super important. And then have the right ingredients in your fridge, like just lots of fruits and vegetables that you can just pull from. I think those are like 3 super simple things that pretty much everybody can do, which is awesome.
Anyone could do. Yeah.
That's cool. I think that's great. Sounds like you guys kind of mastered that, and you were able to do it and see some good results. So cool. So what else? Like when you guys were on trips, when you guys traveled, like, what were some of the things you guys did to prepare?
Well, I travel a lot, but we actually went hiking down in southern Utah. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And instead of eating out, we went shopping, and we took ice chest full, and
I actually I booked rooms that at least had a kitchenette in it.
At least
or we brought a crock pot, and then we
Mm-hmm.
found ones with kitchenette.
Right.
And I sort of made a meal plan. I'm like, we're gonna eat these on this sort of things. Like if we're hiking, we're gonna have lettuce wraps or salads. We had a lot of picnics, and
it was great.
Yeah, it ended up being great. And we did eat out like a couple times, but I mean, in a way, it saved us money because we were eating our food that we provided ourselves. But yeah, my dad wasn't a big fan because he likes to go out to eat. So he kept saying, when are we going to go eat? And I was like, well, here's the food. And he's like, no, I want to go out to eat.
Right.
So we had to appease him sometimes. But
but we did good.
Yeah, I like that.
I would recommend anybody that does join the program, if they can find a buddy to do it with them, it really does help, because you keep each other on track.
Yeah.
You know? And
totally.
I mean, talking to you every week keeps you on the accountability pretty good, and where you have to log in to the website. That logging in keeps you kind of accredited,
because your weight is your accountability in a way.
Yeah. But just to have somebody even supporting you, it's just
so key.
Yeah.
I always say it's always better to have a community or a support system at home, because again, like, we don't want to just lose weight. We want to do it long term, and like you guys can support each other going forward, like make fun stuff. And now that we're more in lifestyle, the food even expands even more, and you're making treats and goodies and all sorts of tasty stuff, and it's just fun, right? It's more fun. You stick to it better. So I totally recommend that for everybody. So that's awesome. Yeah. So planning ahead for trips. Now down in Zion, if you're not from Utah, like there's not a lot down there. So like you get like restaurants, there's like a few like options. So that's awesome that you guys planned and kind of packed your meals and made it still work for you guys. And it sounds like too, like going on a cruise, you plan ahead, you tell them, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm gluten-free, or I'm, whatever, and they'll cater for you. So that's awesome. Those are great things. Was it hard when you guys traveled? Like, was it difficult?
Not really. I mean,
it's tempting. Obviously, when you're on a cruise, you're thinking in your mind, subconsciously or even consciously, you're thinking, I spent all this money to eat food, because a lot of people just go on cruises basically to eat, but you know what? I didn't miss it. That was the funny thing. I thought they have lots of fruits, they have lots of vegetables. And the first day we were on, when you first get on a cruise ship, if you've not been, they always have like the buffet open. And the ship we went on had actually a taco bar. So I went over there and I said, I want a taco salad, but don't give me the big fancy shell. And I made this beautiful taco. He made it, and then I built on it. I took it back to the regular salad bar and built it even up more. And I'm sitting there eating it, and this lady across from me, she's like, that looks like the most amazing salad. I've got to go get one. And so I kind of told her what to do. And she went and ate it. Yeah, she went and made one for herself.
It is true though, like eating fruits and vegetables in your meat like the way it is, like if you take pictures of it, it looks beautiful. If you're using the variety of vegetables, like the colors pop, and it's exciting actually. Yeah. Like when I bring my lunches to work every day, they're like, wow, your food looks so much better than what they're serving there. And I'm like, it's because it's like real food. It's beautiful, like the colors that I bring to work every day.
There's something else I've noticed. I think with this plan, your palate changes.
Yeah.
I had a naughty day for Valentine's. And I did. I thought, I was down even more on my weight, and I'm like, I've got to eat. So anyway, I ate naughty all day. I didn't get enough fruits and vegetables. I was stuffed. I was miserable. I didn't feel good. But I didn't feel like I had the nutrients that I needed. My body was not satisfied, even though I had eaten the things that I knew I wasn't supposed to eat. My body was not, and I even told my husband when we got home, I said, that was not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not even satisfied. It wasn't like, woohoo, I ate what I wanted to eat and I don't have that craving. And I really don't even have a lot of cravings.
Yeah, that's one thing with cravings.
They're kind of going away.
Yeah. I crave real food though, like more like fruits and like, I tell you all the time, potatoes. I'm obsessed with potatoes, but like
which is okay.
It's a healthy thing,
But I like carrots, so I grab a whole big carrot. I buy the big bag at Costco's, the big carrot, and I just like chomping on those babies.
Yeah.
Cool. It's fun. Well, and it's funny because like, some people who are maybe listening to this and they're just starting the program, or maybe they're listening to this and they're like, not in a place where they're doing anything yet, and they're like, well, that doesn't sound fun, because like pizza and like going out to eat, like that's fun, like we all get that, it's super fun, but it's amazing, we all know that it's not going to get us where we want to go, and it does. I mean, chemically and neurologically, those things make our brain want them more, and when you go away from them, you want other stuff. But it's amazing how not only fun, like you said, Bre'Anna, it's like when you make a really amazing looking meal, and I always say one like pro tip for people to make this more fun is make your food look fun, make it presentable and tasty. But it's amazing how your palate changes, it becomes really fun, and you crave those good things, and it gives you freedom. Like you don't feel like controlled by food anymore. You don't feel like you have to like grab a snack all the time or where you're going to go next. It's just like, I know what I'm going to eat. It fuels my body, and it gives me freedom to do what I want, to feel the way I want, and enjoy it. And then when, like you said, when you go back to not eating that, you're like, oh, I just lost my freedom because I didn't feel good. I felt sick. I felt bloated. And you just can't, like, you give
like example, like I've done this three rounds, and like the loading days, I wasn't doing the healthy loading days. I was doing the not so healthy loading days, and I always get sick. Yeah. I always felt tired, and like I felt like inflamed, like my body was inflamed, and I just felt sick. And I'm like, why did you do that to yourself? Like, yes, this food, like, I mean, I love going to get those hamburgers and those fries
and cake.
I'm obsessed with cake. But why did I do that to myself? Because I feel like crap afterwards, you know? And so it just reinforces every time. So, yeah.
Well, and the cool thing with where you guys are at, there's a cake. I don't know if I told you, maybe I have, in a recipe book that you guys have, the
celebration.
Yes, that cake.
Pull that out.
No, yes. You got it for my Christmas. Yeah.
We make that cake not even for birthdays or anything. We just make it because we're like, yeah, this is the treat we want this week. The yellow cake with the chocolate frosting is my favorite.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is you can eat it and you don't feel super sick unless you have like maybe a little
way too shitty.
Which is like what I do. So, cool. Well, that's awesome. And you guys, I mean, you hit it on the head. Like when you give your body the right stuff, you fuel your body, you feel amazing. And like everyone thinks, well, I want freedom with my food, and that, I can eat whatever I want. But you guys have more freedom because you can have cake, as long as it's the right kind, and you can feel amazing all the time. Like that for me is such like a almost like peaceful, like confident, comfortable feeling that you just like, yeah, I can feel good all the time. I know what to fuel my body with. So
Right.
That's awesome. So tell us about the change up here.
Yeah.
Because I know we've talked about this before with both of you. So because we've seen some physical change, but tell us about the change up here, the mental, the emotional, the just thoughts around health, dieting, and like food in general.
So for me, it's getting the mentality that I'm a healthy person and I eat, this certain way. I get cravings. Lucky for me, the cravings, like, okay, at the beginning it was like cake, I told you about cake, but cravings have been more like vegetables, like potatoes or like a banana, which is not that bad, but on, during the diet, it's not the best, but on lifestyle, you can have that. So noticing the cravings, but like, I guess mostly mentally, like I'm a healthy person. So like when I go to work and someone brings in the cookies or donuts, it's like, I shouldn't be tempted on that. I should I should notice that, yeah, that looks great, but I'm a different person. I don't eat those things because those are bad. And if I want that, I can go get it somewhere, make it for myself. So just being like, I don't need that kind of thing, and just mentally preparing yourself that you're a different person and you're going to eat that way. And it's just funny because my coworkers are always bringing in all the junk food, and I'm always telling them, they're like, Bree, have some, just like a taste. And I'm always just like, well, what's it have in it? And they're like, because it's like a donut. And I'll be like, well, one, it's got sugar and it's got flour. I can't have those things. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I just can't have flour. And they just funny because I keep teasing them because they're always bringing it in. But I don't know, mentally just preparing yourself that's who you are, that like, this is your lifestyle now.
Yeah. And I like the through the program, you kept on saying, you get those cravings and those temptations and you might break in, but you need to ask yourself, why do I want that? And you have to pinpoint that and own it to yourself. You
yeah
you
and accountable to yourself.
And that really, really helps because you think twice. I quit Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
That was a big win.
Which was
huge.
So addicted to it.
Huge for me.
How many years was it?
10, 15, 20 years.
Because when we moved here, you drank Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's been more than even in Georgia. So.
Yeah, so like
probably
maybe
25
30 years.
I don't know.
30 years of Diet Coke. She's very
addicted. Yes.
And she drank probably like a 12-pack every day.
I drank too much. and I was. The kids, ever since, even when they were in high school, were saying, Mom, you drink too much. And I started thinking about it, and I was probably 60 to 80 ounces a day.
Of Diet Coke.
1 to 2 big gulps.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus cans. And I did it cold turkey because I listened to one of your other, whatever these are called.
Yeah, other interviews.
Video chats.
Yeah, video chats. And you had a lady when I first joined, and I even asked, did you do it cold turkey? How did you do it? And she did it cold turkey. So I did, and I did have withdrawals. Anybody that does this program, I would encourage you to do it. Get off the Diet Coke or get off any bad stuff for you, and you will feel it. I mean, your body goes through a detox, and it's not real pleasant. So my first 3 to 5 days was really rough. I had a really bad headache, but I'm not looking back. I'll never have another one in my life. And I know that. My husband even says, you deserve it. You can have one. I'll buy you a Diet Coke.
Alcoholic though.
It is. And I'm like, no, I won't.
Yeah.
And I know to this day, I will never drink another diet. So I won't drink a soda probably the rest of my life.
She doesn't like sparkling water.
Because I don't like sparkling water.
Yeah.
And I have found
she likes to make lemonade.
I make a lemonade every morning.
Yeah.
I take a lemon and I squeeze it, and then I found stevia. It's a stevia extract.
No, it's real stevia, just plain stevia.
Okay. Anyway, it's expensive, but I have lemonade.
That's awesome.
Every day.
That is cool. And the cool thing is, going back to that, not to like necessarily throw your husband under the bus, because I feel the same way too. But like when people say like you deserve it, it's like no. I deserve to not have it.
Yeah.
Like that's because I love myself. I'm choosing not to. I deserve to be healthy, and so that's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a different shift in mentality, right?
It's true though.
The dieting mentality says I deserve that pizza, or I deserve this, or I deserve that Coke, or that donut. And it's like, well, hold on. Do you really want it? Like, because if you really deserve it, you deserve to treat yourself right.
Something healthy.
Right, yeah.
Healthy, yeah.
Exactly,
Stuff
Jared.
with
That's
love.
Or
And,
go buy some clothes or
yeah, go buy a shirt, go buy some clothes. Like, it's, yeah, that's what you deserve, right? And go on a trip or something, right?
But that's something that you're definitely going to hear a lot. Because I mean, I hear it from family.
Oh, yeah.
I hear it from coworkers. Oh, you deserve, just take a bite. But really, you deserve to yourself
Yep.
to not do that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the same mentality. Like, people will say like, oh, I'm so sorry that you can't have like flour. I'm like, well, no, I could. I just choose not to.
you
Like,
choose not to. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're eating it because it's probably making you sick and overweight. And like, hell, I'm sorry that you're eating. Like, that's kind of my mentality now, is like, I deserve to be healthy.
Yeah.
Because for so many years I wasn't. And so now I deserve it. So anyway, I think that's great.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
cool. Anything else as far as like things that you found were like really helpful during the process?
The goal
looking
setting,
back?
I would say the goal setting, like you said, the mind busters, and just saying I'm going to be in that size 6, or I'm going to be in, I'm going to be skinny. Myself, yeah, that mental help really helps in the goal setting.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I always say it's the most important part, right? Is that mindset work, and we don't just talk about it one time, right? Like, we talk about it like all the time. I'm changing how we think and view ourselves, because again, any program can make you lose weight. But like what you do afterwards and keeping it off, I think, is 90% of the battle. And the only way to do that is become the kind of person that does that. So
Yeah.
well, cool. I think that's great. So all right, so tell us again, just to kind of wrap things up. What kind of did you experience as far as results, benefits, changes physically, mentally as you went through the program? I know, Bre'Anna, you already kind of went through things like, what were your results? Tell us a little bit about that, kind of the fun stuff that you saw.
Yeah. Oh, the fun stuff?
Yeah.
So I have not been this weight, I think, since high school too. But I've always been a little bit overweight at high school. So like, I mean, I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
I always dreamed of being this small, but I never could believe it until it happened. So,
because she did Nutrisystem, she's done Weight Watchers, she did the low carb things with me.
Yeah.
And like she said, I think that antibiotics really messed her digestive system, and I think this cured it.
Yeah, definitely.
It released it. Yeah.
Yeah, detoxed. So yeah, like I just feel so great. Like it's hard to express like how great I feel, because I've never felt this way for so long. So like, to me, to have this is great. Yeah, just mental clarity, very good. My skin, I don't have acne. I'm doing great with that. Like physically, everything's great. Mentally, everything's great. And yeah.
And maybe I got these blemishes because of Thanksgiving. Or
no, I think they're spider bites.
Or that.
And no, I have been totally clear skin since this has happened, but I'm like, that may have been.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's interesting. Food. So we always talk about inflammation. You get inflammation in your body, and that's the cause of things like acne and skin issues. I mean, it's all the same stuff. So absolutely, like if you get off plan, like I notice myself, like I'll have like blemishes and stuff that pop up when I'm not eating super great. You clear that back up and it goes away. It's fascinating. Yeah. So cool. So Marie, what about you? So you've seen some great stuff. Tell us about some of the fun stuff you've seen.
Just my energy level is, and like I said, my joints don't hurt. I mean, I've hurt for years. Was in a car wreck and also hurt myself on the job, and my lower back is not killing.
What about your headaches?
And my headaches are gone.
She used to have like headaches all the time.
All the time. Like a slight migraine all the time, and they're gone. Whether it was the Diet Coke that was doing it, whether it's the clean eating, I don't know. My headaches are gone. And we're talking 20 plus years of headaches.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're gone. So, and like Bre'Anna says, I don't have that fog. You know how a lot of people get foggy, even if you're not dieting, you get foggy or get that low, like at 3 o'clock. My energy level is so high. It's like the Energized Bunny or something.
Well, and one thing I like, so when you eat like the way you don't, like before the diet, you would feel bloated afterward or really tired.
Want to take a nap?
I want to take a nap. Like I don't ever get that very often anymore. Like I don't get that bloated feeling, like I feel sick, like bloated, and yeah. So
yeah, and And just being positive and having people come up and go, what are you doing?
And it feels good when
great.
people recognize it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had so many people come up to me and say, what the heck are you doing? And I tell them, and it's just like, really? That's all you do? And I was like, yeah, you just eat healthy, like really.
Real food.
Just eat real food.
It's really easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Those are fun. I mean, obviously, like we want the weight loss, we want the health benefits, the energy, but it is really fun when you like, everyone's like, wow, like you're looking amazing. Your skin's looking good. I mean, you guys are glowing. Like you guys are like, you look fantastic, and you can tell like when you give your body the right stuff, like it operates the right way. So that's awesome. So
It is.
very cool. Well, that's really cool, you guys. I'm super excited for you. If you guys had, I always like to ask 2 questions, like just one piece of advice for someone who's jumping into the program or maybe thinking about it. What would that one piece of advice be? And then I have another question for you as far as like who you think might actually benefit from this type of thing.
I would say if you're on the fence, just do it. You won't regret it. For one, you will have success like quick. That's what I've said, you know, it comes off faster than any diet I've ever done. And the energy and everything. So I'd say just do it, because one, you deserve it to yourself. I mean, you owe it to yourself to feel great, and just do it. I know it's the money. That's what holds a lot of people. That's what held me back. But you know what? Your health is everything. If you don't have your health, you have nothing.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's a really good point, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I mean, the money was like, I was like, wow. But in the long run, this is going to be better for you, because you're not going to the doctor and paying, you know, all those medical bills. And I just, you know, like, if you're thinking about it and on the fence, exactly, you like, just do it because you'll feel better. And another thing I was going to point out is if you plateau, because I do a lot, it actually takes me longer for my body to release, more than probably most people. It will come off. It needs, sometimes your body needs to just do its thing. But I mean, don't give up, because I know it works, and it will. And the great thing about it is you're not going back up. So like, even though I stayed for, you know, maybe a month for about the same weight for a while, I still never went back up. So that's always positive to me, is I'm like, okay, well, you know, my body will release when it needs to, but I'm healthier than I ever was. So
yeah.
Well,
yeah. As I always say, trust the process, right? Like, let your body do what it needs to do, and it will heal, and it will happen. So awesome. Very, very cool. Well, I love to hear that. If someone's watching this and they're like, man, is this going to be for me? Like, in your minds, if there was a kind of person or a type of person, not necessarily, I don't want you to like call somebody out, but just like a general type of person, like somebody you feel like would benefit from this, really, like who in your mind do you think would benefit from this the most?
Anybody.
Buddy, my husband, if I can eat him vegetables.
You weren't supposed to call anyone out.
And mine too. And mine too.
Yeah, just it's seriously for everybody. This diet, I mean, this lifestyle is for everybody.
Yeah, I would say, you know, granted, little kids, you don't want to put on a diet or that, but what you eat, your kids watch what you eat, and what better example, you know, great example, you know, if you're eating that kind of food.
And I think if you're like a sickly person, like say you have something like some illness or disease, eating this way actually may help you. I mean, could lower, let's say you have high blood pressure or cholesterol or something. Maybe diabetes, like you, Jared. Yeah. Like, I mean, it helped my IBS. It helped her headaches. Like, I mean, if you have any element, it doesn't hurt to try to see if there would be something, like some benefit for it. Yeah. So you can't really hurt yourself by doing this.
So really, it's for anybody.
It's for everybody.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't. Cool. I'm not a person that can't use it.
Awesome. Well, that's great. I love that. I love to hear that. You guys, obviously, you know, some people will say, well, is it for men? Is it for younger people? Is it for older people? Like, you guys are great examples that, like, doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter if you're a male or female, like it can work. Your body can heal. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I'm super excited for you guys. Any last words for anybody watching other than anything you said? It's okay if you don't. I just always like to ask.
Just do it.
Just do it. Okay.
Do it and
Love yourself.
love yourself. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good way to end this. Love yourself enough to take care of yourself and do this. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys said it. That's, I think, the best thing you could say. So very cool. Well, I appreciate you guys sharing your experience, your results. I am privileged and honored to work with you guys on it, and super, super excited for you guys' new selves, new lives, and the future that's going to come too, with all the fun that you get to have, and go make yourself some cake and, you know, all that fun stuff. So
Don't have some cake now.
Let's go get the cookie book.
go get the cookie mug and go make some cake this weekend or something. So anyway, I'm super excited for you guys, and grateful you guys were able to willing to share your story. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jared.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's cookie. Bye-bye.
See ya.